we have Douglas. Douglas is in grade 6. He is 11 years old. He likes to mountain bike along with his dog and family, game with his friends, and plays with his dog. He feels that he is strange, yet mild. We think he's awesome. Please join me in welcoming Douglas.
Yay! Douglas!
Okay, this is my Who Am I Now speech. And yeah, who am I now? This year I've grown more confident. The first time I did Head Start, I thought I was going online with a whole bunch of strangers. Not just kids, strangers. I felt pretty nervous. I thought I was going online with a whole bunch of strangers, not just kids, strangers. I already said that. I felt pretty nervous because I was not very good at talking to people. I would stutter a lot and hesitate. Being able to do speeches every week this course has made me feel like I can talk to people more clearly.
Yes.
Being able to crack an egg on my head was something I had never thought of doing before. It was impressive that I was able to do it on a Zoom meeting. The experience of cracking an egg on my head was full of anticipation of an ooey-gooey mess and me being covered in milk. The actual experience of doing the egg challenge ended up being that the egg was hard-boiled and ended up being a relief and kind of funny because I thought it was going to be a raw egg mess. When my mom tried to get me to do Head Start, I didn't want to do it because I felt scared and nervous. I'm not quite sure what I was so scared and nervous about, but I also thought it would be just listening to boring speeches and saying boring speeches. All thanks to Paula, it was actually very fun. She let everybody talk. It wasn't like at school with a whole bunch of people. It was only like 10 people in the group. Everybody got a turn to speak. You could say something in between somebody, but not interrupting them. It felt respectful. Just being able to talk openly, knowing that people will listen and comment here, has been pretty fun. That doesn't happen very much in my classroom. Recently, I was able to stand up to people in my classroom for saying racist things and mean things. Head Start helped me have the confidence to speak to my principal about it, then speak to the kids in my class who were saying these things. I wanted to get it over with, so I just talked to them. I felt pretty proud of doing the right thing, but I was also pretty scared of what they would do back. It's kind of similar to what happened with the egg challenge. I was scared that it would be kind of messy and me ending up with egg yolk all over me, but what actually happened is that it made one of the kids acknowledge what they were doing, and it gave the principal the information he needed to take action. So, well, it was still difficult, kind of like it was still difficult smashing the egg on my forehead, not knowing how it would end up. It ended up being more like smashing a hard-boiled egg instead of a raw egg on my head. When I was talking up to those kids, I thought about Paula and what she would say. But I forgot to tell her about that, so this is me telling her now for the 6th time. Thank you, Paula. It was very helpful going to Head Start. It helped me give the confidence to stand up against what I knew was wrong and talk to the principal and those kids. So, thanks. Back to you.
Yay, Douglas! You kicked butt this year in so many ways. I'm just so proud of the way you dug deep inside yourself and did the right thing even though you were scared. And I just want you to remember that over and over throughout your life, that you can overcome your fear and make things better. That's what this world needs, is more people taking action like you did. I'm thrilled with not just your speaking development, Douglas, but your character development. You grew up this past year, and I watched it happen, and it was really exciting to see. So as far as your speech goes, we've seen this one multiple times, and I've given you lots of feedback about it. So as far as the content goes, you know how I feel. I think it's fantastic. What I want to address here is just your delivery. When you first started, you had your knees up like this. It was super casual. What I would recommend is that it's really important to just remember the audience. And if you had been maybe sitting up straight, and I know this sounds very, rigid, and I don't want you to be that way at all. I just want you to add a little bit of formality to presentations, and this was the big presentation, so a little bit of formality would have been really good. I still feel like you did a great job. You were very natural, and that was, I felt, your greatest strength is that you're natural and you're yourself. You are humorous and playful, and that comes across. Your personality comes across, and to me, that's most important. So just acknowledging your audience, and if you could make eye contact with the camera, even a few times, just to kind of let your audience know that you're paying attention to them and that you know that they are there also, that would be superb. And I know that means taking your eyes off your speech for a minute. That's totally fine. It's okay if it takes you a moment to find your space again. I'm just super pleased with what you did this year, Douglas. It was a pleasure for me to work with you. It was a joy for me to work with you. And you made me feel really proud of the work that I do. So thank you for that. I think you are a remarkable young person. I hope you have a great summer. Bye.